Hey guys, so long week. Um, didn't work Tuesday because I was just I'm still not even feeling 100%. Like this no this nostril really hurts, and if I squeeze even a little bit, it's still a little tender and all that. Um, Also don't mind the smoke. I've got incense, so I'm not toking it up in here. I've just got incense going. Um, but yeah, like all last week, I had chills and fever, sore throat, sinus infection, not fun. And I'd wake up. I didn't get much sleep. When I did wake up, or get some sleep, and I woke up, my nose was more clogged than it was ever clogged before. Like normally, it's just like, oh, it's a little stuffy. Um, but no, this was like completely blocked because there was like all this mucus and crap in there. And I tried to breathe in, you couldn't do it. I had to breathe from my mouth in and out from my mouth, and then I'd go to the bathroom, blow my nose, and out comes all this dark brownish mucus, and I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to look like that. Mucus is not supposed to be dark brown. That means it's an infection. Um, but yeah, so I worked all last week, so that probably didn't help, especially in the factory where I'm putting in carpet and other things that have, chemicals and this and that, and I'm breathing that crap in. Probably not a good idea. So I worked all last week. I worked this week except for Tuesday. And we're off Monday for Martin Luther King Day, which is, I mean, I don't get the idea of being off on Martin Luther King Day, but whatever. But I went to Ingles today, as I tend to do. And I was ready to check out, and there was three cashiers. There was one girl I don't know the name of. There was Jennifer, that's who I usually go to. I know Jennifer. I've known her for a while. I used to work with her like in 2013. And it's funny, I don't know how old she is, but she looks exactly the same. I guess it's true what they say, black don't crack or something. Because I mean, she's probably not even that old. She's probably like in her 40s or something, but she's really pretty, like really freaking pretty. Um, but there was another black girl, really young. She looks like maybe early 20s or something. So I went to her, and I'm trying to see her name, and on the name tag, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, am I seeing this right? And it says Justices. Now I know Justice could be a name. It's kind of like Precious, but Justices, like I've never heard of someone named Preciouses. Unless you're talking to Gollum. You know. But hang on. So I took a look at the you know, the receipt because it'll say your cashier today was, and it's yeah, justices, meaning more than one justice. I've never heard a name like Justices. I was gonna be an anime nerd for a second and tell her that I was Kira and that I'm something of justice myself. That part was the Willem Dafoe meme from Spider-Man, where he's like, I'm something of a scientist myself. Um, so now it goes around as a meme. So like Pride Month comes around and people start posting him that screenshot with him like makeup all over him, and he's like, I'm something of a homosexual myself. I think I did a FNAF one. It's like they're saying that everything looks like it's becoming an animatronic, and I put one like, something of an animatronic myself. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to say, that I was Kira and that I was something of justice myself. But the odds of her getting that would be slim to none. Would there be a chance that she understood the reference? Maybe. But why take the chance? But I just wanted to tell her that I was Kira and that I'm something of justice myself. I know that line is completely clever and witty. I understand that. and I didn't get to say it because I didn't understand if she would, I didn't know if she would understand it or not. I mean, there was a chance where she could, laugh and say, "Oh, Death Note," and "Oh yeah, you like Death Note," and blah blah blah, or she'd be like, "What?" Most likely the latter, where it'd just be like, "What? You uncultured swine." Of course, there was a third option where she could have pretended she had glasses and said, "Ah, so you're a man of culture." Or something. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, Justices. I've never heard the name. And I'm looking at it and I'm thought maybe, sometimes there's names like there's Shathid, where it looks like it spells shithead, but it's Shathid. Um, so I thought maybe it's like Justices, sounds a little Greek. I mean, maybe she's Black Greek. I mean, there's black people in Greece, at least now. Not so much back then, but at least now. So I was like, maybe Justices, or Justices, or Justices, but I'm pretty sure it's Justices. And again, I've heard Justice as a name, like I've heard Precious as a name, but I've never heard it as a plural. It's always singular. Like I said, you don't hear anyone named Preciouses, more than one. So I'm like, is it really? I thought maybe it was just a mistake on the name tag. No, her name is Justices. So I really would like to know the origin of that name. Uh, but yeah, like I said, she's really cute though. Um, so yeah, Justices. Never heard that name before. Like I said, I've heard Justice and other names like that. You know, Queen or Hope or Destiny. Like I've never heard anyone named Destinies. So you're more than one Destiny? Or Hopes. It's Hope, not Hopes. Or Angel. You don't hear anyone named Angels. But I looked it up, and apparently all I know is that Justice is a, gender neutral name. Who knew? Well, I mean, Justice. I mean, yeah, it's a gender neutral name. It just means one who is just. But adding an S meaning more than one, it's just confusing. But yeah, so I went to Ingles and got some stuff. I got something for John's food review. Now I don't know if I'd be able to find it in mine, but apparently Chef P, whatever the hell her name is, has been able to release pink sauce in Walmarts. So, is that something you guys would be wanting to see? Me reviewing pink sauce. 'Cause I saw this article. I think it was on Twitter, that she's been able to release it in Walmarts, and people said, yeah, it's like a small thing of like $6, which reasonably priced, I guess. So I was trying to look at online to see if I could find it in my Walmart, but it may not be in the system yet because it might have just been released in the stores. So it's probably not even in the system yet. So I'm gonna have to just give it to you. Oh, get out of here. No, but yeah, it's like, is that something you guys would want to see? Is a John's food review, is me reviewing pink sauce. I was gonna order it from her website directly, but it's like you have to do like PayPal or some other bull crap, and I'm not doing that. Um, so something to think about along with meaning of life. All right. But yeah, I got stuff something for John's food review. Um, actually, maybe two things. I don't know. I got like these hot pockets, but they're like newer ones. They're like extra double stuffed or something, like more stuff inside. I don't know if it makes really much of a difference. Maybe that's something I can do as well. Um, but yeah, yeah, just a long week. Went to work, woke up this morning not feeling like P. Diddy, but went to work and I got some stuff done at the main baler. The other baler, the two balers, like I wanted to get stuff done at for a while, but there's so much crap over there. Like where the bale comes out, the forklift drivers aren't even able to move in there to get it. There's like this big bundle of tubes in the way. There's like the racks that they put the tubes on in the way. There's all this crap in the way. And I told my boss, I'm like, I tried to do what tubes I could, but it's a crap show down there. Like the forklift drivers wouldn't even be able to get the damn thing because there's nowhere to move it. Nowhere to move it. They wouldn't even be able to drive into the area where, you know, so I'm like, they need to get that crap out of the way because I can't do tubes unless, I went down there and I got the baler, uh, like the bale that's been sitting there for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month or so. I just left in there. I finally got that out and tied up and all that. But it's like, I can't do any more. Although I started out with, like 10 boxes and I finished with like 6. So I got something done and it looks a lot better box wise with tubes, but can't do anything. I can't freaking do anything over there. I went down there and I did the cardboard, and then I did, what did I do next? I did lint. So I did one cardboard, one lint, 2 labs. And then I went over to do the tubes. And I'm like, okay, well, when I'm done with tubes, I'm gonna be able to push the bale out, and then I'll go back over and do, the cardboard. But as I'm over at the other baler getting tubes done, my roommate goes over to the main baler and starts baling the carpet. But of course, there's not enough to bale, so can't do anything over there now. So I'm like, okay, well, then I guess I'm just gonna leave. Can't do anything. But it's fine because I got to work today at like 7 o'clock. We didn't pick up Jackie and we didn't pick up Tanya. So he came 7 o'clock in the morning, or actually no, before 7, and I just went straight to work. So I got there 7:10 or so. So I was there for real early this morning. Normally I get there about 8 o'clock, but no, today was like 7 o'clock or so that I got there. So I remember I was working down there today, and then I remember getting bales done, and I look at the time, I'm like, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. It's like, I really gotta freaking slow down and stretch things out or something, because it's not even freaking 8 o'clock yet. Not even 8 o'clock yet. I'm like, almost done. But the lint stuff doesn't take long at all. It's so light and it's so easy to do. It's just been taking forever because the freaking hydraulic fluid is run out in the baler. So I got to talk to maintenance and see if they can go down there and refill it, because it's just kind of like, it's just really, really slow. Really slow. So slow. It's so slow. I don't like it. So, but then lab, there was 3 boxes of lab. There was like one huge box and then 2 smaller ones. Big one I did just as by itself because I'm like, okay, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get this whole box in, and then that stuff over there. Not happening. So the big box I just made into a bale, and then the other two boxes I made into a bale. I was able to add some of the harder, the coated carpet, and then some of the stuff that's been sitting on the floor for a while. So then I went up to my boss, and she's like, "Is it clear? You know, is it cleaned up down there?" I'm like, "There's two piles of cardboard, and that's it. Everything else has been done. I got everything that's been sitting there. I've taken care of." The black crap that was sitting on the pallet for like a month, that's gone. The coated stuff in the big box, gone. The lint, gone. There's only 2 piles of cardboard. And she said, "Oh, down there yesterday, there was like 3.5 or 4." I'm like, it's 2 boxes, 2 piles of cardboard. And that's all that's there. So, and I went over and did the freaking tubes. So, luckily enough, like I said, we're off Monday. So, 3-day weekend, technically 4-day weekend for me, you know, because I don't go back to work at the factory until Wednesday. I still work Tuesday, but, you know, with, taking care of June, so. But yeah, anyway, moral of the story is I am Kira, and I'm also something of justice myself. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see me do the pink sauce. If I can find it. If I can find it in my Walmart, that'd be great. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.